A lot of the investigators have left, allowing us to get a lot closer. You can see we are right in front of the tape, and if you take a look right behind it, the body was just removed from the scene, and we know a man is dead. And just in the last 20 minutes or so, the Saginaw Fire Department arrived on scene. The county commissioners agreed to sue drug companies. Now they hired 3 different firms to get that done. And if you take a look at this document, it actually says that they believe some of those companies caused opioids to be diverted into Genesee County. Police are saying this is a double homicide. Now, one of the victims' body is still on the ground right now. Very new information. Police tell me someone is in custody after they found a man's body right here on Bagley Street on the 2000 block. This is Flint's west side once again. Police say the call went out around 5 this morning. Let's look right here. Look at this piece of metal. Now, I'm not even sure what this is, maybe a vent. Look how heavy that is. This is still a very active scene. Just take a look around. If you look, there's about a dozen or so firefighters from the Mount Morris Township Fire Department. It is coming down pretty hard. It is getting icy out here, and the wind doesn't help. Now, my fingers are freezing at this point. If you take a look over here, this is what she's getting done. They call it a full mouth reconstruction, and if you can take a look, you can actually see the screws right here. Then the teeth will actually be put on top of that. A lot has changed in the last hour. If you just take a look at this fire, they seem to have it under control at this point, and you're getting a better look now that it's light outside. You can actually see through the frame of the house. Residents I spoke to this morning say they will never trust the water, and now that those pods are closing by this Friday, they have to look for another source to find their water. Check out this U-Haul right here. First Trinity Baptist is donating this to people, but it'll probably be gone by the end of today.
How are you?
Lines wrapped around Beach Street in downtown Flint to pick up water, thanks to hundreds of cases donated to First Trinity Baptist Church.
We've been passing out water every week since then, since 2016. But obviously now with the pods closing, there's a more diverse need.
Salt water.
Bottled water in high demand and in short supply. This after the governor announced Friday bottled water would no longer be supplied by the state due to decreased lead levels. A move Northside Flint resident Karen Natelin is calling heartless.
No, we don't trust them, and now they want to get rid of the water. What they trying to do, take a vacation on us?
With water pods expected to close as early as this week, residents like Randy Alexander are now turning to churches to get what they need.
I got people across the street that don't have a vehicle that can't get water, and I'm trying to get it for them.
Volunteers and church leaders were on site throughout the afternoon packing up cars. Something longtime Flint resident Marcus Lewis appreciates.
And the church has been bagging us ever since it happened.
Church leaders say they will provide water to residents even after the pods close. They were there in the beginning, and they'll be there at the end.
What we're doing is doing what we've been doing, providing a service to the community at large.
Now again, many of the residents I spoke to said they're still using this water to cook, clean, and even bathe. So if you need more water, I'll have a list compiled on our website of where you can go once those pods close. For now, in Flint, Courtney Wheaton reporting.
He's out. He's out. Oh my God!
A standoff between police and a suspected bank robber caught on Facebook Live while a woman worked. This deadly shooting closed the stretch of Richfield Road in Genesee Township, the area on lockdown for hours as police investigated. George Bartholomew lives nearby the Admiral gas station where the shooting happened.
Actually took people out of cars from up at Admiral's and had them get in police cars and for safety purposes.
Police identified the man who died as 40-year-old Kevin Hall from Flint. Investigators say Hall and 2 others robbed the chemical bank about a mile away before leaving in this white van. They were stopped a short time later by police at the Admiral gas station along Center Road. Seth Conklin was on his way to work and says he saw the police approach the vehicle.
2 of them started going, and then they got those guys, and then the other guy's dead right over there in the road by the pole.
Dozens of officers from local, county, and state police responded and are now investigating. Lieutenant Dave Kaiser with Michigan State Police say officers shot Hall after he lunged at them with a weapon.
All of those offers, as is customarily, have been placed on paid administrative leave.
The scene now blocked off with yellow crime tape, a sharp contrast from the normal quiet seen in this small community.
People getting robbed and stuff, and it's like it's not that safe anymore.
In Genesee Township, Courtney Wheaton reporting.
Where's he at? What's he wearing? Can you move?
Training that puts you right in the middle of life or death situations.
John, you take point, you got the long gun.
teaches you how to make a split-second decision.
It's a new simulator blurring the lines between what's real and what's fake, helping police be the best at preparing for the worst.
Stress of the real world where you've got innocent people walking around and it's not just standing in front of a paper target.
Davidson Township Police Officer Mike Bice is using a system called Milo. The technology features 5 panels, gives users a nearly 360-degree view, and is loaded with different scenarios from traffic stops to active shooter situations.
Some scenarios you have to look behind you to both sides. It's not just looking at a computer screen right in front of you.
From the scenarios to the guns used, the goal is to get as close as possible to what police could face in the real world.
Get out the doors if you can.
Sad to say, but usually after every incident like what happened in Florida last week, we usually have parents come up to us and say thank you for being in our schools.
First threat, direct hit.
After completing a session, officers can go over what they did right and what went wrong.
Kind of gives you a mindset for if the worst was to happen, that you're prepared.
Shots fired.
We always want to stay sharp in your response, and this is one way to do that. It's as realistic as it gets.
In Fenton, Courtney Wheaton reporting.